First of all, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Aki and Mada in the hedges and the gaps, pushing this truth and sincerity. Safety, peace, and blessings to the elect across the four corners of the earth. And that's the elect of Israel. Okay, blessings to them brothers. You know what I'm saying? They'll be the governing body of the Israel to come. You know, as it says in Galatians 6:16. But that's not about this. This lesson is not about Galatians 6:16 per se. Indirectly, yes, because they will receive the vision, as it says according to the title. And as I always say, I pray Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Wahamashiach Yahweh Shai find me worthy. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Father of spirits. Yahweh Shai being the name of the only begotten Son, who have allowed himself to be crucified that we may be saved. Well, Lord willing, I be one of those brothers. But without further ado, let's get right into it. As you see on your screen, I have Numbers, the 12th chapter and the 6th verse, and it reads, and he said, now this is he speaking Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and he said, hear now my words, if there be a prophet among you, I, Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. All right? So he's going to speak to you in a vision or a dream. And that dream, whether it be by night, because night has a double meaning. That nighttime, most people do sleep at night, but you have in this society, this wicked ass place, some people sleep in the day because they work all goddamn night. This the city that never goddamn sleep. So, so he'll make himself known in a dream or a vision, and we gonna get to that because I have a point, I have a means of a point that I'm gonna reach. All right, but the topic of conversation is, blessed is he who keep the vision of the Lord. All right. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. Now you can read all of Numbers, the 12th chapter. All right. And this is when he called Aaron, Miriam, and both came forth because they was talking shit about Moses. All right. But that's not the topic of conversation. Let's go to the next scripture I have at the ready. And I'm going to go to the book of Job, the books of Job. Salaki, give me a second to get to it. The books of Job, and we right here, and we're going to start this here in 33 and 15. And it reads, Job 33 and 15, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumberings upon the bed. 16th verse, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instructions. Keep that in mind, sealeth, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from men. All right? So, one more again, Job 33, and I read 14. For the power speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men and sealeth their instructions. 17 verse, that he may withdraw man, Salakia, from his purpose and hide pride from men. Now that night, it's twofold, really, because can you sleep in the day? Of course, I say you have some men work overnight. You can't sleep in the day. So that night is twofold. You know, naturally you would sleep at night, you know. But that night is twofold because right now, those I'm speaking to, we live in Babylon. And whether you live in Babylon or not, because Israel is all scattered, okay? This whole world is basically the pinnacle of the world because Esau run the world, is Babylon, a.k.a. America, all right? So we are in the night, and that night means darkness. They don't know shit. Night is as wickedness, as it says in the scriptures, all right? So that's twofold, and I'm going to come back to that. But let's keep moving with these precepts, you know. I'm doing this on the plantation while I'm on my lunchtime. The Spirit got on me, and I need to drop this here. So, like, let me go to Isaiah. And let's go to the scriptures of Isaiah. And we're going to do this in the 29th chapter and the 10th verse. Let me get to the point, and I'm going to keep running after I make the point. I'll make it back again. And this is Isaiah 29 and 10. For Yahweh hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. The prophets, self-explanatory. And the rulers, self-explanatory. Okay? And the seers hath he covered. The seers would go back to the word pastors, you know, those who are in charge of the so-called church that they have today, all right? And the seer actually was a prophet back in those days, it says in the scripture. So prophet and seer is like interchangeable. All right. The 11th verse, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned. Okay, yeah, he may know these scriptures and bang, bang, he may drop precept upon precept, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he says, I cannot, for it is sealed. You know, and he learned. I mean, he was brought up in the school, seminary school, right? Like your boy T.D. Fakes, all right? Okay, Quefalo Doulas, all right? Whatever the fuck. 12th verse, and the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned. I don't understand it. Basically, he's saying, I don't understand it. All right? So you got your hierarchies, like I say, your creative floor dollars, and you got your TD Fakes, and so many other big pastors. They don't even understand this, as it says in the scriptures. And don't forget, the Lord chose the poor of this world. All right? But let's keep going on the lesson at hand. The lesson at hand is about the vision. All right? It's about the vision. Let's stay in Isaiah, and we're going to go to the 28th chapter of Isaiah. And let's talk about some of these series since I mentioned them. Okay? And it reads right here, Isaiah 28:7. But they also have error through wine, and through strong drink are out of the way. The priest and the prophet have erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up of wine. They are out of the way through strong drink. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment. Now, the key thing I'm talking about here is the vision of the Lord. We're going to get to the point, as it says in Isaiah 29, the vision of all has become unto you as a book, right, that is sealed. That's the vision, all right? That is the vision, as I read in Numbers 12, okay, where Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah say, if it be a prophet among you, I'm going to speak to him through a dream or a vision. And a vision is become unto you as all unto a book, as it says, right? But they err in vision. How they err in vision? Because they don't speak the words of this book. Let's keep going. The 8th verse, for all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean. Because all these so-called Sunday doctrines, they run unclean. Okay, they keep peace and they tell you peace, but I'm going to get into some scriptures on that. All right, and then you even have some of the circumcision. I'm not going to say them no names under the brothers of the circumcision. I don't know. Maybe the Most High might pull them out of that shit, and he using them as a lion tongue, as it says in the scriptures, to have them to fall, because he didn't give it to everybody, right? So the tables is referring to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? As it says in Psalms 23, I have prepared a table in the presence of thine enemies, roughly paraphrasing. But let's keep going, okay? Like I say, I'm on a plantation, so I'm going to try to run through this as fast as I can. Got to get back to work in just a few minutes. Most High put the spirit on me. Let me keep going and try to do my job. You know, I'm under occupation. And it says in Micah 3:6, therefore night shall be unto you, that ye shall not have a vision, and it shall be dark unto you, that ye shall not divine, and the sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be dark over them. 7th verse, then shall the seers be ashamed, and the diviners confounded. Yea, they shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer of the Most High. Power. That word God means power, okay? I just say the Most High power because that is who's speaking. I'm perceived through the Spirit, all right? So how is it that the sun going to go down? You going to see the sun go down in the day? Nope, you ain't going to see the sun go down. It's not even going to go down when them ICBM missiles hit this motherfucker. It's just going to be blocked out, all right? So what he's saying, the sun going to go down. In other words, sun represent understanding. If you read books of Genesis, it'll tell you, you know, when Joseph, basically by the Most High, got chosen, that he should be captive and that he should be sold unto Egypt. You know, Joseph came up and became a great man, and he had a vision from the Most High. And 11 stalks of wheat or corn, don't hold me to that, I don't think it was corn, they was claiming, they was showing obeisance in his vision, in his dream. They was showing obeisance. In other words, the 11 tribes is bowing down, and the sun and the moon bowed to him. That sun represent, okay, that sun represent who? That sun represent his father, and that moon represent his mother. I'm not going to go deep into detail. Let me, just try to stay on topic about the vision. But we see right here, it says that, therefore night shall be unto you, that you should not have a vision. So if you spit the wrong vision, it's just like you don't have a vision, all right? And I have, like I said, I have a means to a point, and I might skim back through all this. I have a means to a point. Now let's go to the book of Jeremiah, the books of Jeremiah. I got to get out of the habit of saying book. The books of Jeremiah, All right, Salak, the books of Jeremiah. All right, there we go. And we have Jeremiah 23, and we want to go into Jeremiah 23 and 16. And it reads, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. Vain mean worthless. They speak a vision of their own heart, and not out of the mouth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. So all the motherfuckers who say, oh, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, well, they ain't going to say that. The Lord came and spoke to me personally. No, he ain't speak to you personally. Okay? He only going to speak to you in a vision of the night, which we in the night, through his Bible, and give you understanding, or in a dream. He might show you something in a dream. All right. Next verse, which is 17 of Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter. They say still unto them that despise me, Yahweh have said, ye shall have peace. And they say unto everyone that walketh after the imagination of his own heart, no evil shall come upon you. Do you see what the fuck is going on right now with Donald Trump? Are you kidding me? Something gonna happen to every goddamn body. It's just that we hope we get the hell up out of this. Jacob's trouble is for everybody, even those of the circumcision. Who knows? Everybody shall be tempted with that. But they speak this shit in the world that you should be straight. No, 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 no. You're only going to be straight if you come up out of that shit. But everybody going to go through that shit. All of Israel going to go through Jacob's trouble. Me, everybody. I don't give a shit if you in the know or you not in the know. You going through it. All right? Now, you test your metal. And that metal, Lord willing, all the brothers that be in the know and in the truth and the worship Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in sincerity and truth, Wahamashiach Yahweh Shai, that they be gold or that they be silver. Because the only thing that's going to come up out of that is gold and silver, right? And that gold represents 144,000, as it says in Revelation, and that silver represents the 1/3, the rest of the 1/3 rather, in Zechariah, right? All right. So let's keep topic of conversation. You know, sometimes these precepts get me to going, and that's how we get understanding. It's a lot. All right. Let's keep going. And we have Isaiah 28th chapter. And Salak. Let me go back. Salak. Some of this off the dome. From things I have already highlighted. All right. Okay. Well, I want to bring this out, even though, you know, it is accordingly, but let's go ahead and get it. And Salakia. And it reads in Proverbs 29 and 18 verse, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Now, the people going to perish because if they follow the blind, if the blind follow the blind, they both should fall into the ditch. They pastors and they shepherds going to lead them astray. They going to fuck them up, right? Because they teaching them wrong. They telling them peace and safety when there is no peace and safety, right? So they going to lead them astray. And that's what's going to happen. Whether they be of the circumcision or whether they as be dead in the world without the breath of the life, you know. Okay, they're going to lead them astray. And I'm talking about them. When I say them, I'm talking about the house of Israel. That's what I'm speaking of. All right, I just had to bring that out. Let's go back to Jeremiah, okay, because I'm going to try to write this thing poetically as much as I can. And let's go to Jeremiah 3 and 15. And it reads, Jeremiah 3 and 15, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Okay, according to his heart. Well, let's get the heart of the Most High. Let's stay in Jeremiah. All right, let's stay in Jeremiah. Let's see what the Most High have on his mind for the last days. Let's see what's going on here. What the Most High got on his mind. Okay, I'm going to read the top verse, even though I ain't preceptor, but it says in Jeremiah 30 and 23, Behold, the whirlwind of Yahweh goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. Now that wicked, like it says in Jeremiah and the prior scriptures, I believe the 5th chapter, there are wicked men among my people. And the 24th verse, the fierce anger of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah shall not return until he have done it, until he have to perform the intents of his heart. In the latter days, ye shall consider it. Now, we just read in Jeremiah 3:15, I will send you pastors according to mine heart. So if they talking peace and safety, what the hell is they talking about? They talking farce. They talking a vain vision. A vain vision. Let's go to Isaiah. Let's see what Yahweh Shah think. I'm not going to go into why this is Yahweh Shah. Okay, maybe another lesson for another day. And why this is Yahweh Shah speaking. And this is not the New Testament. But those that be in the know that have the Spirit understand this is Yahweh Shah speaking. In the Old Testament. Because he was always there from the beginning, right? Isaiah 63rd chapter and the 4th verse. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. That redeemed is the elect. And when I say the elect, I ain't just talk about the 144,000. I'm talking about the complete 1/3. All of them the elect. Okay, you're gonna have a governing body, but all of 1/3 is the elect. All right. So hey, let's keep it popping. Let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel, second chapter, man. Let's get that Ezekiel, the second chapter, man. Because these people don't understand it's the last damn time, you know. And I just want the elect to wake up so we can get the hell out of here, Lord willing. You know, I pray to be saved about this piece. But if the elect get saved and I don't get saved, so be it. This shit is fucked up out here, all right? It's fucked up, all right? We need it. We need our whole people to be saved in the end days so righteousness can be upon earth. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'll be a liar and say I don't want to be saved. I do want to be saved with all my heart, okay, and with all my soul and all my spirit. All right, believe that. All right, but guess what? I want righteousness above all that. All right, Ezekiel the second chapter and the 8th verse. But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like this rebellious house. If you read the whole scripture, it's talking about the house of Israel. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee. It don't mean literally consume this, right? 9th verse. And when I looked, behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. What did the Most High stick his hand out of heaven? No, he sent somebody to him. All right, the 10th verse. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations, mourning, and woe. That means destruction. Okay, problems. All right, Jacob's trouble. That's what he's talking about this book, because we got to go through this hell as we live every day as an Israelite before we get to peace and safety, before we get to rest and righteousness, right? So, all right, I just put that in there for a little bit. And like I say, let's stay on topic accordingly. Okay, I got a few more scriptures. I'm trying to run through it. Salaki, I'm trying to run through it. The Most High put the Spirit on me right now to bring it out. And we going into Habakkuk 2 and 2. And it reads, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it, right? Plain upon tables, right? Plain upon tables. Then we just read, all right? Then we just read earlier, I don't know if I read it, that all tables are as vomit, all right? Tables meaning the scripture, because they don't have the proper understanding of the scriptures because the Lord didn't give it to them. It wasn't for them, all right? But he just said, I'm going to send you passages according to mine heart that should tell you the destruction that is to come. The only people going to find and rejoicing in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Wahamashiach Yahweh Shai, is those that's doing the will of the Father. I go into that another day. But guess what? Habakkuk, right quick, I'm going to run it one more again, I'm going to run it. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right. Now, if we look at this here, let me go to it right quick if I can. Proverbs 8 and 8. And it reads, all the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing froward or perverse in them. Perverse me outside the scriptures. 9th verse. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that findeth knowledge. Okay? So we just read that he may run that readeth it. Make it simple and plain. That he may run that readeth it. All right? Let's go back to it just so you can hook up the precept to it. 2 and 2. And it says, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. So if you perverse it, you know what I'm saying? That's on you. One more again. I could have closed it out with this and made it a very simple thing. But I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to. All right. Through my spirit that the Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave me, I didn't want to make it plain. I wanted to give a breakdown, not for vainglory, because I don't give a shit about that. I am a worm. Okay, I'm trying to get saved too, but I must do my job, and I'm gonna read the point. And it says in Isaiah 29 and 11, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed. That's the vision, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he says, I cannot, for it is sealed. But guess what? We in them last days. So let's go to Revelation 5th chapter right quick, and let's see what's happening. All right, let's see what's happening, because in the latter time you shall consider it. Very much so. And we're going to go to the 5th chapter. We're going to start at the top. All right, let's start at the top. Revelation 5 and 1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and loose the seals thereof? And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under earth, was able to open the book. neither to look thereon. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders saith unto me, Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the seals, 7 seals thereof. And behold, and lo, in the midst of the throne and the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of the power sent forth into all the earth. And that's Yahweh Shai. So the only way you're going to get the understanding of this book, Yahweh Shai have to give it to you. When you break it down, and I ain't going to go into many precepts about this, and one of the elders saith unto me in the 5th verse of Revelation 5, Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals. And that will be Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. He must come and sup with you. He have released the seals, because before that time, nobody knew the understanding of the book. But after he allowed himself to be crucified, now we know and have the understanding. And these are the last days. I hope you have the vision. Keep it in your heart and preach the vision properly and correctly, in sincerity and in truth. I want to say shalom to all the brothers who are sincere about this truth. Shalom. May we see each other in the kingdom.